And then now I'm going to share the screen. And so today, the topic is how to be yourself and love yourself. And that's a hard one. We are so used to just wanting to be different to fit in that this is why this topic is about this today. Hey, Ellie. Alrighty. So let's get you inspired first. You always know that this video makes anyone feel super inspired. So I'm gonna stop sharing because I have to share it all over again. This thing doesn't make things easy. You know how that is. Okay, where did it go now? It's happening, ladies. It's happening. Don't you worry, you pretty little heads. Okay. All right, we're here. We're gonna make it big. I'm gonna get you pumped because this video makes everybody pumped. Makes me pumped, makes me want to talk even more. Let's rewind it. There you go. Oh, there's no sound. What is happening here? Give me a second. The sound isn't working.
Hi, my name is Mariel Morales, and I am the Life Artist. I am the founder of the Beautiful and Confident Movement for Women, where I help them transform, break out of their cocoon, and go from invisible to visible. I teach them to let go of old cycles, spread their wings, and become the beautiful and confident artists of their own life. It was 2 years ago when I finally hit rock bottom. I found myself divorced for the second time. I was very overweight, and I felt so ugly and unlovable. I realized I didn't even know who I was or who I wanted to be. I was in so much pain that I remember always trying to disappear and even attempted suicide. I would come home and cry myself to sleep every single night. I felt like all I had was my dog Lily and my dark life. It got to a point that I felt so lonely and so awkward that I couldn't even go outside alone without getting extreme anxiety and panic attacks. Eventually, little by little, I started becoming more comfortable and wanting to find myself again. I started working with an amazing therapist who helped me work through all my deepest issues and give me the desire to finally be visible for the first time in my life. It was after a year of working on myself and changing the way that I talked to the woman in the mirror that I found me, and I fell in love with the new me. It was all I wanted to be my whole life. Through this experience, I created my business, Beautiful and Confident, where I help women just break out of the cycle of self-hate, teach them how to love themselves, and how to become the beautiful and confident woman that they were always meant to be. I created a program where a woman could self-discover and let go of the issues that have been holding her back her whole life. They're going to learn how to be confident, beautiful, strong-minded, and they will finally be happy with who they are. I look forward to helping you become the life artist, just like I did. Join me in this beautiful and confident movement.
Yes, ladies. It's always so exciting to see this, you know. It even builds my confidence every time I see it, you know. It's just reminds me of why I'm doing this. It reminds me of where I came from and what I have overcome to get to this point and what I'm going to continue to overcome to inspire you ladies, because we need more inspiring people in the world. And that's what I aspire to be. So thank you, Andrea. Hey, Alita, welcome. Alrighty, ladies. So I'm going to be sharing a few more slides. Not going to be very many slides today. I just wanted to give you some information as to some changes that I'm going on in my brand. and wanted to guide you through them. So let's see if I can do this slideshow. All right, so you probably have seen some of the posts that I have been posting on Facebook and on Instagram, where I'm talking about Mariel's formula to become a life artist. And the changes that I'm going to be doing for my brand and the lives and the videos that I'm going to be providing you with are going to be according to this formula. We need this formula to become a life artist, and it is based on my name. So my name is Mariel, and the M means you have to be motivated and self-motivated, okay, to be a life artist. The A represents accept and love yourself, and that's why today is Love Me, Love Yourself Wednesday. The R represents resiliency. You got to be resilient and be able to bounce back every time life hits you. Doesn't matter how hard it hits you, you have to be able to bounce back. That makes you a life artist. And the I represents inspire others. So in every situation, everything that you go through should be for you to inspire someone else that will go through something similar, and that you can help them understand that it doesn't have to keep you down. You can actually bounce back. And E, you got to be energized, because if you're not energized, none of these things can be accomplished. So you got to be somebody that feels energetic. And if you're not, that you create your own energy. And the L represents learn new habits. For somebody to progress, to move, to grow, you have to learn and incorporate new habits into your life. And so that is the formula to become the artist of your own life. So what I decided to do is I'm going to be providing you with a day that has a theme, so that if there's something specific that you would like to watch and follow, then you know which day of the week I'm going to be talking about that. The post will be about that, the pictures, the live videos or recorded videos that I will be putting up. So Mondays are going to be Motivation Monday, Fearless Tuesday, or Fearless / inspiration, because fearless women inspire others. So that is what Tuesdays are all about. And that's what we talked about yesterday, was how to be fearless. And we also talked about how, if by being fearless, you probably avoid things that will happen to Kate Spade, which was, committing suicide. The Wednesdays, like today, will be the Life Artist Show, and they will be based on Love Me Wednesday, Love Yourself Wednesdays. Thursdays are going to be Resiliency or Bounce Back Thursdays. So we'll talk about how to be resilient and how to come back from anything that life throws at us. And on Fridays, we're going to celebrate Fridays, because we're going to go through the week, accomplish goals, face our challenges, overcome fears, and then we can celebrate it with makeup tutorials and chatting about different topics. So those are the days that I'm going to be doing makeup, especially because sometimes I get to go out on Fridays, so I get to do special makeup that Friday. And if I don't, then those are the days that you can follow me for makeup tutorials. And then I'm going to be doing Saturdays, going to be image transformations. It's going to be a combination of things, because you got to transform your body and you got to transform your image by doing things that are good for you, like nutrition, fitness, skincare. All of that will put together a whole package where you're going to become very confident and transform your image however you see fit. And then for Sundays, we're going to learn about new habits. It's Learn New Habits Sunday. And that's where I'm going to talk about goal setting for the weeks, goal setting for the months. We're going to talk about dreams. We're going to talk about to-do list and how to make them work for you rather than overwhelm you. And we're also going to talk about other things that are going to become habits of a person that wants to continue to self-develop. So what do you think about these ideas? Is this something that you will be excited about? So you know which day to follow me, depending on what it is you like. I was thinking some people not need all of these different things, so they'll know which day of the week they can go for one particular video that they actually need. And if you need all of them, then I like to have you every single day. But I know there's people that follow me because of makeup and they miss it. They've asked me, why have I not done much makeup anymore? And I have told them, well, I was building my brand and my programs, and now that I have everything in one place and I can see a cohesive theme, now I can present it to you in a matter where it actually makes more sense, because people were getting a bit confused, wondering, where was I going? Are you a fitness coach now? Are you a nutrition coach now? Are you a life coach? Are you a makeup artist? What are you? So they were getting a little confused. And the life artist includes all of that. It includes mindset transformation, body transformation, and image transformation. So now you have a day specific for each topic of the formula of becoming a life artist for yourselves. So I hope you enjoy them and you give me feedback. I will improve and modify as you give me feedback, because these shows are for you. They're not really for me. They're actually to help you, and I want to be able to meet your needs. So all the feedback that you can give me, I welcome it. So now let's get into this. And we're going to talk about how to be yourself and how to love yourself. You have to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, it all probably means you're not being yourself. So it comes together. I'm going to stop sharing the slides. So now we can actually talk on a more personal level. And if you just joined, my name is Mariel Morales, and I am the life artist and the founder of the Beautiful and Confident Movement for Women, where I help you transform, break out of your cocoon, and go from invisible to visible. And today we're talking about how to be yourself and how to fall in love with yourself. So think about this. Many of us wake up in the morning and we jump into our boxes, okay? And we think, well, how can I be the best professional today, the best mom, the most creative person, the best parent, the best girlfriend, the best wife, the best grandmother, etc. So there's all these boxes that we have to fit in, correct? Because there's something that we want to be good at. And then once you get into that box, you try to fit into what that you think that label means. So you try to fit the standards of what people have labeled that particular thing to be. So if you are to be the best mom, then you're trying to fit in what society defines is a good mom or the best mom. If you're trying to be the best professional, then you're trying to fit into that box of what the definition by society is to be the best professional. But does it fit you? Is it you when you're actually doing these things? And if you constantly feel uncomfortable and insecure and unhappy, then it probably means you're trying to fit in something you really aren't. So we got to think about that and try to modify that. So we tend to hide our quirks, okay? So we have different things that are unique to us. And what do we do to try to fit into all of these labels? We change ourselves and modify that and try to even hide the things that make us unique. And we aim to fit in all the time, all day long. And that just becomes so much pressure on yourself. And at the end of the days, you are exhausted from trying to be who you're not. So that's what we're talking about today. So what if there is another way? What if we could radically embrace who we are, that person that we've been since we were a child? So think about what you used to be, what you liked, what you grew up to be, that you all of a sudden changed completely when you became an adult and started adding responsibilities to your life and started to label yourself as, I am the mom, I am the career woman, I am the businesswoman, I am the girlfriend, I am the sister, I am the grandmother, I'm the daughter. You know, you started trying to fit in all of those particular places, and then in the process, you probably lost yourself. So let me tell you something. You can be liked and loved just as you are, for the way you look, for the way you talk, the way you smile, the way you love others, and everything in between. And I'm telling you, I didn't know that. I really thought that I needed to be something else I needed to be someone different to every person that I interacted with. I needed to be different and talk differently at work. I needed to be different and talk different at home. I needed to be different with my friends. To try to fit into all of these places, I had no idea that I could just be me and people would like it anyways. So have you ever felt that way? That you just try to be someone else just to fit in into every single little area of your life? It's crazy. So how do we love ourselves fully when we're constantly bombarded with ideas on how we should look, how we should talk, and how we should even love? Well, number one, we're going to talk about 3 of them tonight. Number one is you need to own your uniqueness. Think about what makes you different from your friends, from your neighbors, from your coworkers, from your family members. What makes you light up like a Christmas tree in a unique way when you talk about it, when you do that particular activity, when you behave in a certain way? What makes you light up? Like when I talk about makeup, when I talk about personal development, when I talk to you guys, when I talk about my business, I light up like a Christmas tree. People tell me, even my bosses now say, every time you talk about your business, you just like brighten up. Your face looks incredibly glowing. You look like you have this happiness about you. And so now I know that I can be myself the way I am in my business everywhere I go. I don't have to change. And I love it. It's so much more relaxing now. And even you guys like it more. You like this one now better than the one that I had before where I was shy, trying to fit in, wondering what people were going to say about me. So use, those are your hidden strengths. Use them, share them in your daily life, during your interactions with other people, on social media, however it makes you feel good to share who you are, share it. Because the people that are meant to be on your corner are going to be there. They're going to be attracted by you. They're going to be attracted by your energy. And they're just going to love you the way you are. And the ones that don't like it, then they mean they're not your peers. They're not your people. They're not your tribe. You don't have to be with them. Whatever. They can just go find someone else that they can click with better. Doesn't have to be you. Number 2, you need to be more vulnerable. And this one is a hard one for a lot of people. Vulnerability attracts vulnerability. Did you know that? So I used to worry about being vulnerable in front of people. I used to worry about, are they going to think I'm too weak? Or maybe they're going to think I'm too vulnerable. Or maybe they think I'm just a hot mess inside. Maybe they think I just have too many problems, too many issues. Or maybe they're just going to think I'm too honest with the things I say and the things I write and share about my life and about other situations. But surprisingly, I have learned that whenever I share things that I feel honest about and that are true to myself, the more positively people react to me. So vulnerability attracts vulnerability. And if you're in business, in social media, for example, or any type of business, people need to relate to you in order to want to be a follower and to want to be part of your brand and include your brand in themselves. If they don't relate to you, they think you're this incredibly perfect person that doesn't have any problems, doesn't have any fears, doesn't get nervous about anything, doesn't have any issues, haven't had any struggles in life, then people are not going to relate to you as much because they just cannot be like you. But when you're vulnerable, when you show that you have weaknesses, that you have things that make you sad at times, that you struggle with certain things, that you have gone through a lot of issues and yet you overcame them, then people are going to be more attractive to you because they can relate. They see that you're just like me. I can follow you. I can buy your products if you're in business. I can be your friend because I'm just like you. I don't have to be intimidated by you. And Andrea says your vibe attracts your tribe. Absolutely. And I had no idea what that meant before. And I wasted so much time trying to fit in different groups, being a different person to everybody, that it was so stressful and so not worth it, that I just didn't even have a tribe because nobody followed me. Nobody really liked who I was because I had no idea who I was. And I was not consistent. When they saw me in different environments, I was totally different. And that makes it makes people think that you're not honest and that you're not being genuine, that you're just pretending everywhere you go. All right. And then number 3, and the last one tonight, is swap being perfect by being authentic. So instead of trying to be a perfect little princess, be authentic, be you. You can choose to be perfect and be super stressed out about it, or you can choose to be authentic and be yourself. It's very hard to be both. You cannot be both. You can be one or the other. And I'm telling you, ever since I'm trying to not be totally perfect, life is so much more relaxing and much more enjoyable. So try not to fit into these little boxes that we put people in. This is the mom box. This is how you behave in this box. This is the career woman box. This is how you behave in this one. This is the family box. I behave this way in this box. Stop getting in a box. Step out of your box and just be you. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace how quirky you are. If you're funny, if you're emotional, if you're loving, if you're touchy-feely, if you are very energetic and bubbly, embrace who you are. God made you a unique woman so that you can bring your uniqueness to the world, not for you to be a copycat and a carbon copy of everybody else that's around us. We have way too many of those. We gotta stand out and be different. People want different, actually. People don't want things that are just the same. So, own your uniqueness, embrace it, be vulnerable. It's not bad to feel weak and show weakness. It's not bad at all. Actually, people embrace you and help you and want to get you moving forward. And then swap trying to be perfect all the time to being yourself. So that is all I have for you today, ladies. It was a quick one. I'm going to start doing shorter videos so that people can actually enjoy them better and stay on with the message that I want to relay. And today is Love Me Wednesday. Continue to love yourself. Do something good for yourself. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. And continue to expect awesome things. Tomorrow is Resiliency Thursday, Bounce Back Thursday. We're going to do something about that topic, and I'm super excited about that, to start talking about how do we bounce back from different things. So it will be in the evening as usual, and I'm going to see if I can do a video that I can record during the day, but I'm not sure how the day will go. Have a really busy day coming up tomorrow, but for sure we will have something in the evening. So be on the lookout for that. Go out there, be confident, be beautiful, and dare to break out of your cocoon and be you. Because there's nothing better than being yourself. Bye now.